Hello, Mr. President. How's the golf swing? Sir, you know I'm retired. Well, who the hell plans a field trip to a place like that? Alright. I'm in. And sir, I'm gonna need the biggest fucking gun you've got.
Are you guys ready to go back to the island?
Wait, there's an island?
The mountain!
Maybe.
There's water.
There's water, there you go. But there's no sharks in this one, I guess.
No.
No. What's going on, guys? Oh, we'll get that shit. We'll get to that shit. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to B Action, where we put the B back in action. I'm Dustin, one of your hosts, and with me, as always, is Charlie. Charlie, say hello.
I'm having visions, Dustin. I'm having visions.
Oh, your PTSD is kicking in?
I see something that happened 20 years ago, and it's just now kicking in. I don't know. This episode is really bringing something forward here, Dustin. But keep going. Don't worry about me, brother. It's all right, brother.
With us, as always, is our silver fox, Mickey. Mickey, what the hell's up, man?
Dustin, the power of the warrior compels me to Hogan.
Oh my god, dude. And this is our first sequel episode. And what better guest to bring on to the sequel than the same guest that was with us on the first one? We got Parker from Dissect That Film on here. Welcome back, Parker.
We're not part of the military anymore. We're civilians. We got rent to pay.
Oh, shit.
Okay, boss.
And don't call me boss. We're
Don't call me
partners.
boss.
Oh my god! But we're here to talk about 1999 Shadow Warriors 2: Hunt for the Death Merchant, aka Assault on Death Mountain, aka Shadow Warriors. The sequel.
Is that first one the real? Is that a real title? The first one you just said?
The original title was Shadow Warriors 2: Hunt for the Death Merchant.
Yeah.
I should have kept that one. That was good. That's a good.
Canada got that one because this was in Canada, so they got Death Merchant. We got Assault on Death Mountain. And then I have literally read again today that the first one, Assault on Devil's Island, was called Shadow Warriors 2.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that the last time.
I mean, it does pop up in this. It just says Shadow Warriors, and I went, am I watching the second one?
That's what it says right here on my tape. It just says Shadow Warriors.
Yeah. Well, that's all it says, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say, Assault on Death Mountain. It just says Shadow Warriors. And then it just goes on. And I was like, okay, I guess. I know how the first one goes, so I'll know if it's truly a second one.
When we get into our history, I'll let you know how I knew this was the second one. But Charlie, you got a trailer?
I do, and once again,
yes.
Damn it, did I have to dig because the first one kept fucking popping up. And then there's a video game called Shadow Warriors, and there's like 5 of them motherfuckers. God. So I found one. Finally, here is Shadow Warriors 2.
An international terrorist.
It's Sarkisian.
Has put us on the brink of chemical war.
Everybody be cool.
Who is this guy?
He was a scientist, an arms dealer.
If somehow the death merchant is alive, there's still $1 million bounty on his head.
A man from their past
He stages his own death, makes himself up to look like this guy.
wants control of the future.
Sarkisian plans to launch a poison gas attack on the U.S.
And this time, the mission is more dangerous,
People need to be warned.
more explosive,
You have 72 hours to live.
and more personal than ever before.
I don't have one hell of a lot of time left. Are you with me? What do you think?
Terry Hulk Hogan,
I'll take care of it.
Shannon Tweed, Carl Weathers,
You just be careful. Somebody's getting their ass kicked. Better start praying.
Fuck,
Man,
that
if-
trailer was fun,
If
dude.
we were just going off the trailer, this movie's badass.
Yeah. I also
Man.
noticed they also didn't say the title of the movie in the trailer.
They don't know what it is. That's why.
Yeah,
They
they
weren't
weren't
sure.
sure. They weren't sure. Like, we don't know. yet.
Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna go over some histories if anyone has them. And Mickey, we'll start with you, brother.
My
give
history.
Give us
my
your history
history
with
with-
this.
My history with this film is I've seen Assault on Devil's Island, and it's related. I've never
Oh.
seen this. Of course, I mean, it's a lot of returning actors, and I know most of those actors, and yeah, that's about it, man.
This movie was just missing Billy Blanks, huh?
Yes.
Oh, Major.
Trevor
Missing
Goddard.
him so bad. Oh, stop.
All right.
I'm talking about a better movie.
Wait a minute. What did you just say about another Hulk Hogan movie?
Busted.
Got his ass. Got his ass. I bet you he watched it again after he said he wasn't going to.
Had to get that nasty taste out of my mouth. Back to Devil's Island we go.
Parker, give me your history, man.
I watched it yesterday.
Okay. All right. Charlie?
I've owned this since like a month after we did Devil's Island because you and I both have tried to buy Devil's Island multiple times, and we end up with this movie, which is the sequel, every time. But yeah, today was the first day I watched it. I have no memory of this movie. I'm gonna be the cheerleader in this episode because Jesus Christ, boys, I had a blast watching this fucking movie.
Dude, there's a lot that I liked about this.
So much. Dustin, what about you? What's your history?
So my history, the reason I knew this was the sequel when I first started it was when we went to do Assault on Devil's Island, I got all the way up until the part where they meet Martin Cove in this movie. And then they say, oh, after the Devil's Island incident, I'm like, yep, I'm not watching the right movie.
Damn. Oh no,
Yep.
doesn't she say it? She's walking down the hall, like, yes, like during that during the Devil's Island mission, and I was like, hey.
That's how I knew the first time I wasn't watching the right movie. Since then I've watched it 3 times. So I got a lot I want to talk about, and yeah, this movie fucking ruled, dude. Like it's the charm of Devil's Island. What I liked about that was it world built for us. Now we're living in it. And I dug it, dude, because they Carl Weathers wanted to have his own security guard business, which they got. And guys, they go and kidnap a child as their mission. They're like, yeah, you can't be any worse than someone who kidnaps. They go and fucking do the same thing.
Well, with the mom's permission, so that
Best
makes
part
it
of the
better.
movie.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made a video. It's okay, Dustin.
Oh, well, but
These
that
are my
doesn't-
friends.
We're cool. Look, we're with
These
your
are my
mom.
friends, baby. It's okay.
But it doesn't matter. They still kidnapped her from her
Yeah.
dad, dude.
I got you.
But he
this-
kidnapped first. That
Oh,
kidnapped
yeah.
Gates.
It cancels
Just
out.
retribution.
Yeah.
It cancels out. It's
Yes.
a
Too
double negative.
long. 2 wrongs make a right. Okay, that's how
And-
this works.
Yeah, they took 2 lefts all the way to fucking. Were they in Austria?
Yeah.
Is that how you know? Is that how you know he's a goddamn bad guy?
Exactly.
No, it was from the dance they were doing with their later
Oh, the-
hosens.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, I got a surprise for you. It's a great gift. And they just come out, and I was like, is that though? Okay.
Yeah, we got you your own lederhosen. But God, dude, like Shannon Tweed's like infiltrating this party. And Parker, did you miss it again, dude? Because she got naked in this one too.
Yep, I sure did
I
because
missed
it
it.
wasn't in the YouTube. It wasn't in the YouTube.
No, she
Version
did
of
not
this
get
movie.
naked in
She
this
doesn't
one.
get
She-
naked.
Okay.
Both
what she
Parker
does
and
have-
Mickey had the biggest disappointed looks on their face.
Hey,
Dang it!
when I was like, man, this would be a lot better if Shannon Tweed was naked.
Sure
dude.
would.
So this came out in 1999.
Yeah.
How far along? Because Titanic came out in 1997, right?
Yep.
Why did she have the fucking heart of the sea? Like, did she fight that old lady to get that necklace, or
Well, it's
is
a prop.
Shannon Tweed that old lady?
She just got younger.
No,
Yes,
well,
sir.
this was when did in Titanic when Bill Paxton has her there and she's telling her story. What year does it say? Does it give you a date?
Well,
Like,
the
is
year
that
that
19
well,
Is
the
that
year that it's
1997?
1997. Yeah, it's the
Oh,
year the movie
okay.
came out. Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was like later, but yeah,
And then of
oh.
course when the Titanic sank was 1912. So Shannon
I know.
Tweed looking good
They-
for her
They
age.
got it.
She's
They
the great
got it.
granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got it from their mission on Assault on Titanic, and she happened to find it in
Sounds
the
on Titanic
water.
Island.
Yeah,
She fought a shark for it.
they went. Yeah, it was Attack on Atlantis. It just happened to be at Titanic where that fell down, and she found it. Plus, we didn't have GoPros back then, Dustin. You had to fit a whole goddamn CRT receiver and
I'm not
transmitter in that bitch.
I'm not complaining. I just thought it was funny that she had the heart of the ocean. That's shit. But I just almost didn't notice it because the security guard that I like
The
how
what?
yeah.
Took a nap
The
on her
twins?
dirty pillows.
The
Yeah,
twins?
dude.
Oh, she's
The
just
sec-
like
Dude, no, the security guard,
Sleep,
like because she's walking down this hallway, right? And like she's literally just walking. The security guard goes, "Hey," and she goes, "Oh, my ankle," and she's like,
three solid seconds.
yeah, she just stops.
Like she had to
if I stay
think
still.
about it and then went, oh, and then her ankle gave out. Like, oh my God, miss.
Sam Neill comes around the corner. He goes, "If you stay still, they can't see you."
dude.
Their vision's based on movement.
And then she's like, "Can I just sit here so I can do it?" And the security guard just hears,
She's like, "Hey,
because he looks down at the necklace and then it pans down. I'm like, "Are you fucking
Oh, yeah.
serious right now?"
of course."
All he hears is the Charlie Brown wah, 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 as she's talking to him. He goes, like, "I'm sorry, what?" Huh?
That's all Gene Simmons
Oh,
hears
okay.
every day.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, dude.
All he
but
can hear is
this-
Dreamweaver playing in his head.
What is that song that Scar sings in The Lion King? Not be prepared.
Prepared?
When
Oh.
he's with the
I'm
fucking
fucking
song.
I've
dead.
got a
I
lovely
got-
bunch of coconuts. Diddly-dee.
But dude, this is the part when I was watching this. What sold it to me, and I pitched it to Mickey and Charlie. Is Shannon Tweed infiltrates this little girl's room, right? She's like, "All right, I'm gonna take you out there." She slides her dress up to pull out the 14-inch TV she had hidden.
The Game Gear that she
Yeah.
had in her garter belt after she was, wanded, and it didn't go off.
It did go off. That's what she grabbed his hand and was like, "I'm happy you're here."
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
guy
yeah,
was
that's
like, "What?"
Yes, ma'am.
Giant CRT television in between her legs.
How
I
did
was
she
waiting
walk
for
straight?
VH1's pop-up video to pop up all of a sudden.
She's got to
Dude.
plug in the white,
Yeah.
yellow, and red
Like, hey,
cord to get
got-
to the VCR. To
You got
put in
Sega
a
2
tape.
on that thing? You got Sega
Yeah.
2 on that thing? I mean, you got a Sonic 2 on that thing? Let me play that.
It's like one of those TVs that get rolled in when you have a substitute.
It's like, yeah, we get to watch a movie today.
Golly, dude. And then the nanny walks in.
Oh my god, she's the
This-
best.
This is what
Love it.
sold me because I told Charlie Mickey, I'm like, there's a kung fu nanny in this. And
She's
goes,
a roided out
A kung fu,
nanny.
a kung fu German nanny.
yeah, she goes, oh, there's the girl. But dude, when Shannon Tweed sees her for the first time, she goes, what a nanny.
Yeah.
like Shannon Tweed's taken aback, dude.
Well, her face, man, just like transforms. I would have been
And
scared.
She rips it off, and it's like fucking Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. She goes feral on
Yeah,
Shannon
badass.
Tweed in this thing. In this fight, honestly, boys, best fight in the movie.
Yes,
I'm
100%.
putting it out right there, right now, because I'm sitting there watching this going, fuck, yes, this is awesome. Like, dresses are getting ripped. They're doing their best to hold them up. They're fighting in high heels. I was waiting for her to throw her in the fireplace.
That's what I was
almost.
waiting on. I was waiting for the
Almost.
final thing to be kicked to the face, right into the fireplace. Big, huge explosion.
But
but we didn't.
ass.
But this was my favorite line in this whole movie, dude, because Shannon Tweed has already passed on the little girl to Carl Weathers, and like Hulk Hogan's like, "Hey, where's Hunter at?" And he goes, "I don't." Carl Weathers like, "I don't know. Let me check." And he goes, "Oh, it's just a bunch of static." And Hogan goes, "Static means someone's getting their ass kicked." Dude.
Oh, and I went, oh yeah, Hulk Hogan's in this movie.
And Parker brought up returning characters, right? We have Hogan, Carl Weathers, Shannon Tweed. The blow dart makes a return.
The only good thing Hulk Hogan does in this movie is he's that
Dude.
fucking blow dart.
He pulls that blow dart out.
Oh, no, he doesn't. There's more. There's more.
I immediately messaged because Mickey messaged us and he's like, "Hey, I just watched it and that was pretty fucking rough." As soon as I started it and that happened, I was like, "Mickey, the blow dart is back. How are you saying that?"
Dude, as soon as I saw him put his hands up towards his mouth, I went, the blow dart's back. I can't believe it.
It doesn't
Dude.
jam, boys. You always got to have that blow dart
And
ready to go.
It looks like the size of a fucking recorder that you get.
It
in-
does.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than it was in Assault on Devil's Island. So
It's a PVC pipe with a fitting on the end.
he enhanced it. Yeah, it's a blow dart with some enhancements, Charlie.
Also, the amount of people get kicked in the face in this movie is
God.
insane. How many times can you get kicked in the face before you're dead? That nanny
What?
takes a good 4 to 5.
Dude, she is fucked up when she walks out to tell everybody what
Yeah.
happened.
Yes.
Oh, but no, dude, she plays it off because you have that couple like looking at her and she goes, "Oh, he was rough," and puts her hair back up.
When the Lederhosen dancers stop, you know something's going on.
Right?
Like her dress is
Oh.
falling off and she's bloody. She's like, I'm just gonna fix my hair.
I'm fine.
Dude, and
I'm into this point right now, and this is happening. And they hand the little girl out to Carl Weathers, and he goes, "Okay, I'll see you when we get there." And I'm like, "Does she got to go like back through the party? Why not go out the fucking window with him? Like,
No one
you have
cares.
you have a whole backpack of shit for the mission. How about some boots for her? Throw her in some boots, like maybe like." Rip off the dress and do that whole like she's wearing like some kind of tactical jungle gear under it. I'll be
No.
fine with that joke. But no, she stays in the damn building, and it's like, go out the fucking window. Just
Yeah,
follow Carl.
she didn't find a fucking blue shirt to wear, Charlie. She
Oh,
needed
that's right.
Hulk Hogan's shirt again to
Yep.
wear. That's what the dress was. Actually, it was Hulk Hogan's shirt.
You just had it done in just a little bit here and
dude.
there.
Oh, but I love this. I love this whole next scene, man. Like they're fighting on gondolas. I'm like,
this is
they're
probably
they
One of the
they
best parts.
move at the speed of smell.
And Hulk Hogan is just hanging there forever. Just
I don't know, but Parker made a comment on to prepare for this episode. I went back and listened to our Devil's Island episode, and Parker made a comment about how slow Hulk Hogan ran. Right,
Dude.
I watched him run down this hill, and it's so scary, motherfucker. Watching Hulk Hogan,
he's running
Sprint.
down a hill.
it doesn't
Any
matter.
of
He
us
has
can
momentum. He has
Listen.
momentum. That's my point. Is he's a
Yes, I
big dude
get
with
that, but he's running
momentum.
down a hill. The other one, he is running across a flat surface, and he looked like he shit his pants. Okay,
He needs assistance, Parker. He needs
Yes,
the
a lot.
momentum.
acting
Got it.
assistance, just performing like
I hate
I'm
to tell
sorry.
you guys this. That's not Hogan running either.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
know.
stunt double.
No,
Me and
that's
Vicky
my
both are
point.
sitting here going, "Is that fucking Hogan?"
You
Hogan
see-
used a stunt double to jump down 3 feet right before he runs down the hill. You see the motherfucker's face,
Yeah.
and it ain't Hogan.
Who
And
is
all
it?
he does is hop. That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
hey,
It doesn't have the
that-
grappling hook and jump.
That overhead shot of the stunt double running for Hogan with those fucking arms fucking pumping, I lost my shit. It was so goddamn funny.
They're not close. They're like this
Yeah.
because he's so muscular.
And the whole time, the scary German guy is watching all this happen through a telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, don't shoot them. Yeah, he's like, don't shoot them. Those are our guys.
There's a guy crawling from the top, which at first I thought was Captain I don't know your fucking name because you weren't in part 1 team member. And I was like, oh, he jumped on top and he's going to get in too. And then all of a sudden, nope, that's one of our guys. Do not shoot him. I'm like, okay, so there's a bad guy. There's a shot of a bad guy on
How
top of
did
the
he
gondola.
get there?
How about also this other crew guy? Was he in the first one?
No.
No.
Okay,
That's what I
good. Because
mean.
I was like, where are
Oh.
you?
His name is Derek. I made a point to look it up. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
I want to say because there was that guy Shane, right? Like the one that
Yes,
the other.
yes.
Yeah, but he died, didn't he?
Yeah, he died.
No,
he did.
JJ died.
Oh, JJ dies,
Oh.
right? Yeah.
JJ
Oh, yeah,
died.
yeah, yeah.
I want to
But-
say not Shane, but I feel like that character came from. We only met 5 of the 7 swords.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
I
not
completely forgot about
swords
the
now,
7
Dustin,
swords.
because they have rent to pay.
Now
So
the
five security guards.
all that covert government bullshit went out the window, and now they
Yeah.
have rent to pay.
Dude.
So when
Hey.
he said don't shoot because that's our guy or whatever, like
Yeah.
before he said that, I thought he was going to say that's my daughter in there, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why did you say don't shoot? My daughter's in there. Don't shoot. That's my guy.
Right.
That's our guy. Don't shoot
Yeah.
him. But Charlie,
But
Hulk Hogan is holding on to the bottom of the gondola, correct?
whole
And he's-
time.
He's fighting the guy from the sides, right?
Dude.
He
No,
used one
no.
arm to turn around
No,
and shoot.
This is glorious here, boys. This
This is a good
so,
scene. Yeah, this
So
is a
what I'm
good-
the
getting
bad
at.
guy, the bad guy drops into the gondola and fights Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers has to fight this guy. Shannon Tweets protect little girl. It's like awesome. Hulk Hogan's still hanging under the goddamn gondola,
Where he belongs.
know,
under the middle. The middle.
You know what that
Okay.
reminded me of?
What's
The
that?
the ninja from Ninja 3.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was under the helicopter the whole
The
time.
yeah.
This is Child's Play 3 at the end when Chucky is hanging from the thing as it's like flying up to the top of the ride, and his
Oh,
feet are
yeah.
just dangling there, and they're swinging like this. That was what I envisioned with Hulk Hogan hanging from that gondola.
So Carl Weathers is getting his ass kicked up here. Apollo Creed is fall down. He's down for the count. And this guy's on. He's choking him out. Like he's at the edge of the helicopter like in Rambo or some shit. And he's like, I'm going to fucking throw you out of this helicopter, Apollo Creed. And Apollo Creed don't know what to do. He's like, I'm fucked. A goddamn arm
Dude.
reaches through the opening.
Yeah.
Over top of Apollo.
Wait, that
grabs-
wasn't his own arm?
No, he grabs this guy by the throat and throws him off the helicopter. Or, yeah, the gondola.
Awesome.
I'm sitting there going like this, watching it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's
That was
Hulk Hogan's arm. He immediately cuts. He's back under the middle of the gondola, hanging for dear life.
And he's having the hardest time getting pulled up. It takes forever for Carl Weathers. At first, every time they would show Carl Weathers holding onto him, it was like he wasn't even attempting to pull him up. He would just they would just sit there and
That's
he's like,
because he's standing on
I'm losing
ground.
grip. I'm losing grip.
Dude,
You can tell they're standing on ground.
His hair,
filming
his
that.
hair is his. No, okay, I saw that. Hulk Hogan's hair is standing up,
So
like almost
so they're
like
filming,
he's
they're
hanging
filming it
upside down.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I was like,
are
dude,
they
no
in
way.
the in sync room where it's like turning like
Yes.
this and shit?
I was like, he's hanging from his feet, like pretending like he's holding on to this thing because his hair is like
But
upwards.
but all the time while Carl Weathers is getting his shit rocked, why didn't Shannon Tweed just come up from behind this guy and throw him out?
She was protecting the girl.
Protecting the
Okay.
little
She was
girl.
protecting
I'm like,
the
little
girl.
little girl, you
But
stay right
all
here.
the-
I'm gonna go
all
throw
the
this
way over
motherfucker.
there on the other side of the gondola, which the gondolas are probably 6 feet wide.
Yeah.
Also, was Carl Weathers really getting his ass kicked in the scene? Because it didn't seem like it. He got hit a few times, and it's the only time that anybody other than Hulk Hogan gets hit. Because and the rest of the movie, no one gets touched other than Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I don't know. Bam Bam Bigelow shows up and he gets fucking rocked in this dude.
No, I'm talking about of our core group here.
Well, it's because they're the tanks. Like, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, so everybody has a role, right? So Hogan's pretty much the fucking tank, which is the punching bag. Then you got Carl Weathers, which is Shannon Tweed, which is the support. Then there's the strategist, shit like that. And
Hogan is a punching bag. Like he is just
literally.
I think if you put an actual punching bag in the movie, it would have been more effective than Hulk Hogan in this movie. Because I'm going to iterate. Hulk Hogan sucks. He sucks in this movie. He's worse in this movie than he was in the first one. But the only reason I enjoyed this movie is because of everybody else. Hulk Hogan is in a different movie doing something that he thinks is acting, but for me, I'm going, just go away. Go away, you suck.
You guys are asking about this little girl, and all I can picture, because this is the type of movie it is, if Shannon Tweed had walked away from that little girl and threw that guy like out of the gondola, and then her and Apollo Creed had lifted Hulk into it, the camera would have immediately cut, and the little girl would have been hanging from the bottom of the gondola.
Or if like the dad goes, look what I got, and he's holding up the little girl,
with
like somehow
no explanation whatsoever.
Can we just talk about the fact that the dad is just like, well, she's gone, and then they're like, and then they bring the kid back, and the mom's like, well, he's gonna come after her again, right? And they're like, nah, he won't do such thing, and then it's over.
He's too scared.
It's over. I was like, what?
But then you got Derek setting, like the whole time this is happening, Derek is setting up the pump room and the mechanic room.
Yeah, the control board. Yeah,
sets up the explosions. And why the fuck is he literally? He's right under it, right? Like he painted like a big X on the ground. He's like, all right, I'm gonna stand here.
Yeah,
everyone's shooting. They're not gonna see me. He's not a small fucking guy either.
No.
And he's like, they're not going to see me, and I'm going to stop this before they have any other plans. Which we hear plans from the scary German guy about stopping this gondola so they can collect them.
They will not be able to get away from me. Get the guards at the bottom. It's only one place they can go. Where do they think they're going? They're going to the bottom.
Where did he park the limo? Where was this?
I wanted to bring this up, Mickey. The best getaway car in any movie I've ever seen is this goddamn stretch limo.
Have you ever watched movies?
Okay.
My point is, why is it a limo?
No, Mickey, have you thought about this? Because I have an answer for this.
Well, that's what they drove there, right?
Yeah.
But
what's more inconspicuous? Going to a rich party in a limo or a Hummer? Which one's more inconspicuous to the bad guy?
I needed to see that teal Hummer, goddamn.
Okay,
I
get him driving the limo to the party, and of course they're going to use it because that's the car they had. But like, it's not even the fact that the limo is the thing that's confusing me. It's like, where was this parking spot? Where were they? Were they in the middle of the gondola path?
There was another X over there painted
and
on
also,
the ground.
and also, where are all the rest of his guards? Like, they just drove away, and everybody's like, well, they got away. I guess we're done here.
They're like, Avida say.
I bet that was
I
bet that was a really fancy bulletproof limo too. Like,
I bet you that's a limo they rented and they returned it and they got a really big fucking fine. That's why Carl Weathers is so mad.
They got the insurance, so like they can do whatever the fuck they want to it.
Yeah, Carl definitely would have got the insurance. I have to say that's the kind of guy who would get the full coverage. But,
hell yeah.
But
I want to say, we skipped over the whole beginning of this movie, which made no fucking sense to me. Like Hulk Hogan just sitting in a prayer circle with a bunch of dudes,
circle,
with smoke, having a few flashbacks, and then cut immediately to Shannon Tweed doing Tybo and Carl Weathers sculpting.
Yes, when the movie that's when the movie started for me, was when Carl Weathers is doing his shit and Shannon
I'm like
doing her shit. I didn't give a shit about
what the fuck is going on here. Like they're like he's he's hitting the chisel, man. I was like, what am I watching? And then
you hear, I got the power.
dude.
With Hulk Hogan's one expression he makes throughout the entire movie, he does not change
And
his
then-
expression.
And then my man Hogan, like, you know, the lady shows up, hi, I need your help, blah, 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 blah. And then Hogan rolls in renegade style on his chopper.
That's so renegade, dude.
It's got the
I don't know.
hangers, dude, man.
Almost ran over something in the middle of the road. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like a squirrel or something. And I was like, please don't hit that. And he just barely
Roadkill.
missed it.
Oh my
He only
god.
learned how to ride just for that one scene. That's all they
This-
taught him.
This
Well,
whole
and that's-
setup was just like, what?
Can we? But just
Can we
for the
quickly
wrestling
talk
thing,
about the score for this movie or whatever the hell was
I'm gonna-
going on
I'm
with
gonna-
the music?
I'm gonna talk about it when we get to the fat part of it. Is what I was gonna bring it
I
up.
don't know,
dude.
man. The music that was going on during this whole first mission was like you had them up climbing the rock, doing the rock climbing, and it was like, and then they would be at the party, be like, and then it would just constantly switch, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't constantly
yeah.
switch the music
Yes, you
every
can.
3 seconds. No, you can't. It's fucking
It's
dumb.
It's two different scenarios, Parker. Like this is what's happening, and they need that music. This is what's happening, and they need this music. It's a tone. It's a tone difference.
The music that was playing during Hulk's little prayer circle, and then when you see everybody in the crew, and it's just like that, like dropping that fucking deep bass. Just
Hey man, they were using licensing free music. They were just trying to get rid of it.
I'm gonna wait.
So like,
we get later. There's music I want to bring up because that shit had me fucking bumping, dude.
but like this whole first act was kind of one of the, you know, flies in the ointment for me. Was like they're dragging it out. Like there's a lot of like editing back and forth, and I was like, just fucking get to it. Like I know they're trying to stretch for time because they probably don't have a whole lot of
the
material.
rock climbing, for example.
Yeah, that's what
why
I'm
did
saying,
that
like-
need to take an hour?
A lot of stuff took a long time.
Because
Where I
he
was
had
just like, please,
he had
God.
a PTSD
Stop
flash.
giving it an excuse, Dustin. It didn't
You
need to
asked me.
happen.
You asked the question, and I'm answering.
No, it was
you,
rhetorical.
Parker.
Okay, it wasn't Dustin. Please, I need your ridiculous explanation of why the rock. We
got
needed to
that.
see Hulk Hogan climb a rock fucking
because
face.
They
I
had
got
to
that,
get
but
to
I was
where
like,
they were going,
I
and then
get it, but we didn't need to see the whole journey.
I guess I won't answer the question then.
I got what he's saying. I was just like, how many times do we have to do the flashback of the exact
glad
same
someone's on my side.
images? Because I was like,
Mickey?
dude, don't show it again, please. Like,
Mickey, how many times did it bounce back and forth between Hulk Hogan and the Shark in the first movie?
Okay, the shark was cool.
yeah, that was like badass though.
That was
But
really cool.
No, I'm saying because the same exact complaint Mickey's giving right now is the same exact complaint he said about the sharks in the water. He's like, it would cut to
It
the
was-
sharks, then it would cut to them. It would cut to the. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
But at least it was a shark and it
So-
was kind of fun.
But
Look,
the
here-
whole point
here's
is Hulk Hogan was trying to grab onto the wall, and then he had PTSD and had a flashback, and that's
Oh
what made him
yeah, I
freeze.
don't mind that.
And when he
I'm
when he
just saying-
froze, that's why it took so long. It's because he couldn't move because his
I don't-
bones were so tense up. Parker, don't interrupt me yet. And he was.
Wait. I want to say something though, but like
Okay,
I
go
get all that. Like that's not the problem. I'm saying like they just use the same flashback footage over and over and over
Yes.
again. I was like,
But-
I wish they
Well,
had
that's
shown
all he
something different.
remembered.
That's
It was one mission, Mickey.
well, how many times do we have to see it? You know what I mean?
Well, look,
We've seen it 3 times. We only see it 3 times.
Is it only 3?
Here's the whole thing that once you understand this, and I was doing this when I was watching the movie. This is not done by someone who makes movies. This
No, this is made for
movie with
TV.
quotations. This is a television show.
It's a long television episode. Thank
They
you. That's what I
have
wrote down.
crammed like that whole assault on Death Mountain is an episode. Getting the little girl like
Yeah.
that would have been roll
Yeah.
credits at
Yeah,
the end.
exactly.
After the
Yes.
commercial break. Then the main bad guy, the chemical thing, that would have been like 5 episodes of a villain they're trying to hunt
the Death
down.
Merchant.
The Death
Yeah.
Merchant.
You get an
That would
arc.
have been
Yeah.
a story arc
Yeah.
that they would have done other missions.
Death Merchants.
And the problem is they were trying to make a 22 episode television show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was their plan. Everyone was aboard. And then I think it was TNT or whoever it was that was in charge of it all said, no, just do another movie. Well, instead of writing a movie, they went, let's take all the shit that was a television show and make a movie. Now, for Parker's sake, Hogan is not a good actor, brother. We get it. But in this particular one, he fucking hated being there. He despised that they were supposed to film near him. What they did in part 1 was near his house. They took him to Canada, and he's like, "Fuck this place."
He said,
Oh,
"You know,
Canada,
Brett. You know,
brother.
Brett."
I'm a real American, brother.
Yeah, he hated making this movie. He shaved his mustache off. He did all this shit that was, to distance himself from being Hulk Hogan. He wore a wig the whole time. Dude, you can see it in this movie that he does not want to fucking be there. I mean, 100%.
You know what though? It works in the scenes later on when he's sick, because I was like, that shit was believable.
I think was added because someone went, fucking Hogan is pissed off, and we got to figure out how to write this into
it worked.
Quick,
It
film
worked,
it.
man.
Film it. Yeah, film it.
So
Somebody turn the goddamn camera on right now.
This movie's already at a detriment, but all I kept doing when I watched this was, I am 13 years old. It's Saturday afternoon.
Hell yeah.
I just turned on TNT, and this movie had just started, and I am watching everything happen on screen, and I am just glued, and you couldn't move me from watching this on television, because this is just like Thunder in Paradise and, Viper and Mantis and Highlander and all these shows we watched on television. This was just a long fucking episode of that, and I was here for it. I was 1,000% here for it.
I mean, I definitely would have had a different experience if I had seen this at a younger age, but seeing it for the first time now, and like, yes, I'll be very harsh with Hulk Hogan because he sucks, but I get it. Like, I don't go into these movies expecting fucking Oscar worthy performances, but like his performance is just so bland that it throws me off sometimes, where it's like, okay, bring it back to Carl Weathers, give me back to Shannon Tweed. Like, I need to get back to them, or I'm out of here, because he's just a blob on the screen. And then they cut to Carl Weathers and Shannon Tweed doing something. I'm like, okay, now I'm invested. And then they fucking put Hulk back on the screen. I'm like, fuck, just go away. He never gives me a fun performance. It's just bland. Like, at least give me something. Like, Martin Kove is not a good actor, in my opinion, but he's just hamming it up. He's having a great time, and he's so much fun.
I got plenty to say about him.
Like, I actually felt different this time, where I was like, I would rather see the Hulk Hogan stuff. Like, I got pretty sick. Like, I felt like, I don't know, it kind of felt like Carl Weathers was fucking phoning it in to me half the time. Like, and Shannon Tweed was like, whatever. Like, this was kind of the opposite of Devil's Island for me, where I was like, Hulk Hogan's the worst actor in this. Where this one, I was like, I mean, he's still awful, right? But like, I was more interested in what was going on with him than I was anybody else.
I have to imagine they've been pitched for however long we're making a TV show, because TV's going to pay good. That's a paycheck for,
and it's a steady job too.
Yeah,
it's not
a
just
steady
one
job.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden going, we're going to make it a movie. You're going to work. I think I read they had earmarked 26 days. They did this in like 14 or 17. So they got to be like,
short 10 days of money.
Yeah. Like, where do we go? But I'm also watching this as a TV movie. And so I'm like forgiving way more shit than I would even for a Canon film. So,
dude,
this is bad as far as even Canon standards, for sure. I just had fun with it, is all.
But on Mickey's point, like, I'll agree with Mickey. Like I, as much as I was like I wanted Carl Weathers and Shannon Tweed to be on screen more, I agree. Like, this movie is just boring for a majority of the movie. Like, after that first mission,
the first half for me is
the first mission rules. Like, the whole thing of getting the kid and all that ruled. Once it goes to the whole thing where it switches over to the freaking his flashback and I was like, okay, cool. Like, we're setting something up. And then it just doesn't go anywhere for a while. We're just walking around or we're talking a lot. I'm like, no. This is not the type of movie I want. I want explosions. I want gunfire. I just want people getting the shit kicked out of them. And we don't get that until almost the end of the movie. You get like one scene with Hulk before he gets captured, and then it's the end of the movie where you get all the explosions and gunfire and all that, where I was like, okay, I'm back. But a good chunk of this movie is just boring. And at least with Devil's Island, you had all those awesome like side characters, like the villains, you know, with Billy Blanks and you know, Aussie guy from Mortal Kombat, like
Trevor Goddard.
Yeah, like they were awesome. Where you don't have that in this movie. The villain is kind of lame. Like he's lame.
I'll agree. I agree with that.
Sure.
I think
that was my least favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, the main villain, and that's why I said he is a TV villain that was meant to be built up for like 5 or 6 episodes, if not an entire season, and then culminate to some big showdown at the end. This is just a condensed version of that for sure.
Yeah.
Dustin's dying. What's up, Dustin?
No, it's like what Parker's talking about. Like the first mission is the first 40 minutes of this 90-minute movie.
Is it 40 minutes?
It's 40 minutes.
It felt like it.
It
really
is.
close.
It's long. It's 40 minutes.
It's an
almost,
episode.
Right.
An episode is 45 minutes with commercial breaks.
So,
right.
So
That's
the
what
smaller
that is.
things, the smaller things that happen in this, like when they go to see Martin Cove, and we get that fat ass Fender bass line, Seinfeld style in this movie, man. I love
This is where the movie picks up for me. So
oh
go
my
ahead,
god, dude! My only problem is I liked how Martin Cove played it in Assault on Devil's Island. I don't like that he's the fucking nut in this.
Oh man,
movie.
I like it. I love it.
He's over the
blasted
top.
that.
He's over the top, which is great. But I like the straight man character, other than Carl Weathers being the straight man. I
He's
like
over
how
the top?
how Carl Weathers or how Martin Cove was like he kind of like turned the blind eye. I like that character a lot.
Okay.
But
well, that's where I'm saying they totally got away from this being like a government special ops.
Yeah.
Like they dropped that whole storyline, but they were like, well, Martin Cove signed to come back. But I get it. He is, when I first saw him, I'm like, well, this
what's his name? Is it Murdoch from the A-Team? Is that who he's like? That's who he reminded me of, was Murdoch.
Murdoch does crazy on a different level than anyone, and no one can ever touch.
But he's like the unhinged one, because the Martin Cove is super fucking unhinged in this movie.
Yeah.
But Murdoch is like
he's hamming
super
it up.
unhinged.
Yeah, but no, I love the gag where they're like, we can't find his office, and then they go to leave, and Derek's like, I've been looking for this place for 45 minutes, dude. I love
that was funny.
gag,
I like
dude.
that new addition. Did you say his name was Derek?
Yeah,
Derek.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah,
he was a great addition. I thought he was funny. That the scene you literally just talked about, where he's like, trying to find the room.
He does
I
something
thought
in
it was
this movie I want to get to later that I was like, the fuck are you doing here, dumbass?
So, yeah, go ahead.
No,
okay. So we get this. I love this Martin Cove, right? Just to add to that, like him being eccentric and kind of like, because he's like he's got cabin fever. They're stuck him in that office or whatever, so he's kind of like going crazy, right? So I love that whole scene. But what you said, like Derek is like, and then they're like, well, where's what's his damn name? What's his name?
Mike.
Where's Mike? He was like, I thought he was you. Cut to this guy is in the Middle East.
Mickey.
Terrorists. They had hold on. He was with them.
Mickey,
in the office, and now he's in the. Oh, okay. So yeah, because this is like
through what happens here.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite scenes because this guy Jamal and like all these terrorists.
Jalal, what's his name from that fun
So there's this like they got the tents up in the Middle East. They're kind of terrorist cell or whatever. And
that
all of a
badass
sudden,
tank.
There's badass. There's all kinds of shit. Anyway, shit starts blowing up, and here comes Hulk Hogan with 2 fucking huge ass guns, and I'm like, this is awesome. Now we're talking. He's blowing dudes up. He's fucking shit up. At one point, he drops one of the guns and pulls out a fucking ninja star and hits a dude with it, and I was like, that's fucking badass. But here's what tripped me out. After all this, like he's probably killed like 20 people, right?
Easy.
He stops. And he's like, "Everybody, just chill. I just want to talk to Jamal."
That's it. Everybody, just
I was
chill.
like, "Hold up, dude!" He's like,
"You shot first, motherfucker."
Yeah, like you blew up like 20 people, and you're like, "Everybody, cool, man. Everybody, be cool. I just want to talk to this guy."
It was like in the Suicide Squad with fucking John Cena and Idris Elba mowing down this village.
I just laughed because he was like, "I don't want no trouble. I'm just here to talk."
He does that, and like everybody's like putting down their guns, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
yeah.
I also love how they depicted the quote unquote terrorists was just white dudes with really dirty fucking faces
man. Yeah,
and
yeah.
towels wrapped around their heads.
Oh.
That's how they instead
the
of
90s.
you can't say it's brown face though, because them
No.
motherfuckers are just dirty. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
there is to
That's
it.
it. Take a shower.
But they all like start putting their weapons down, and then one of them's like, fuck this, and starts shooting back. Hogan gets shot at 1,000 times and doesn't take
Just standing
one.
in the
Nobody
middle of this
gets
camp.
shot in these. Out of this core group, no one gets shot. Everyone has the worst aim.
They're stormtroopers.
Stormtrooper
Yeah.
aim. Yeah.
He
Stormtrooper.
walked out from behind that with two guns, like a T-800 endoskeleton
those
with
guns
the
are
double
bad fucking
phaser
ass.
rifles. That's exactly how he walked out.
Now I need
was
to ask
awesome.
all of you guys this: was this gun down scene better than Carl Weathers' old plated gun down scene?
No.
No,
You don't
way.
think so?
There, was,
You-
No
there
way.
were these massive explosions going
Yeah.
on.
No,
in
there's
that
massive
scene.
explosions in this one too.
Nah, not as
miniguns
big,
just
not even
miniguns
close.
just sound cooler. It's the sound, really. It's
It's
like
the sound.
and it was
Okay,
chrome.
That's fair.
It was
That's fair.
chrome.
I'm just
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
them together. I'm putting them together because they parallel.
I got
Now,
you. Yeah, they were
but-
very similar. Yeah.
What I think should
gets, what gets close is what happens in about 5 minutes. Gets a little
Oh, yeah,
close
yeah,
to
yeah,
that
yeah.
fight.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude, Hogan is sitting there though in the fucking bad guy's lair, and I actually got super excited because there's like the main bad guy that's in this. When he turned around and started talking, I was like, wait a minute. I had looked for like a solid like 10 minutes. There's a movie that I watched called Slashers, and it's when Fangoria used to make movies. It was a Japanese game show where they would take like 7 contestants, put them in a ring, and have 3 serial killers in there. And whoever won, i.e., the survivors, they would get money. The serial killers would get freedom. You know, whoever won would get their prize.
Mm.
And there's a guy in that movie that plays the doctor character that I swore to fucking God it was this guy, because when he talks to his teeth
Yeah.
like a bad guy. You know what I mean? But it wasn't him, and I was pretty mad. But that's
I love how he built. He told us all about the show,
Wasn't him.
the intricacies of the show. Like I swear, and then all of a sudden it wasn't him, and that's
wasn't
it.
him.
That's what it
But dude, Hogan's sitting there and they're like, "Oh, he's a fake." Oh, and then Bam Bam Bigelow comes in. He's getting ready to fucking backhand Hogan.
That's
dude.
Ken Kersinger.
I don't care who it is. That's Bam Bam Bigelow.
He's a wrestler, isn't he? Wasn't he a wrestler?
He played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. He also was in Friday the 13th Part 8.
Did he?
Played. Yeah, he gets
Oh,
thrown by
okay.
Jason into like a mirror.
Nice. Okay.
He
Oh,
worked
well,
at like a
he-
restaurant or something.
He
like
looks like Bam Bam Bigelow
Oh, he's the restaurant
With a
dude
mohawk,
that he
yeah.
with a
chucked.
mohawk. But
that. Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
love it. He raises his fucking hand and they're like, "At no, don't hurt the Hogan."
I've got something better for him.
Oh my god, dude!
Wait, is
And
that the
that's-
accent? I thought that
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
storyline went away. We're not
Now,
doing
this
that.
guy had an accent too. By the
Yeah.
way, hold on.
It was just a British
So-
accent.
He got this guy off a hunch. Like, I swear that, hold on. So he kept seeing the guy. He kept seeing the guy in his flashback. He's seen his eyes.
His
That's
eyes.
important. That is important. So
You don't
he
forget
just
the
goes to their
and
their Rolodex of like wanted people, and just like,
others.
that's
No,
him.
he sensed it from
Yeah, he was
outside
like-
the door. He was like,
I think it's in that book.
he literally has to go through
Mickey.
a door to look through a file, and then he finds the picture of the guy.
And the
Mickey, which-
picture isn't the same picture of the guy he remembered, because
Right,
they
right.
come up with this idea that he had plastic surgery.
They faced
And
off
you
this
know
motherfucker.
the
bad
only
guys
thing-
do.
The only thing you can't do that I've learned in movies is when you get plastic surgery, you can't change the eyes. There's
It's in the
always
eyes,
something
man.
about the eyes.
In the
You know
eyes.
who changed their eyes in Minority Report?
Oh,
That's
Tom
future.
Cruise.
You
Oh,
can't.
sorry.
That's future. You can't.
Sorry.
You
Future,
just got that
you can
suction
change
eye
everything.
remover.
Yeah.
But Mickey, what you didn't see is when Hogan looked into that room, that book had a big gold beam coming out from it.
I missed that
And
part. Yeah.
That's what it was. It was like a
And it
side
was like
quest.
angels singing.
That was the
Yeah,
big
when you-
arrow whenever you're first
Yeah,
person.
when you
playing
open up
it.
the door, you just hear,
It was
oh.
on. It was on his HUD. We just couldn't see the
Yeah,
HUD.
it's on the.
Yeah,
He hit
but
pause.
I-
Every
Dude.
time it flashbacked, it was a pause moment.
Get
He's checking the
Sarkeesian
menu.
file.
But
Okay.
anyway, he knows this is the guy because he's seen his eyes, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But also,
I-
don't forget that when they
Oh,
couldn't find Hogan,
I'm getting to that.
Carl
dude.
Weathers goes, I know where he is. How the fuck do you know where he is?
That was awesome.
That, you know what? But, you know what we didn't see also on that paper? It has that address.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
107
Hence in the middle
Desert
of the
Way.
Saudi
Yeah.
Arabian desert.
Saudi
It's
Arabia.
Fort Dunes from Utah. You know what I mean? Oh my god, dude! But yeah, Hogan gets injected with this fucking serum, and they just hear from the back, dude, and Martin Cove comes flying over this hill in a dune buggy.
Dude.
Charlie, walk us through it. Walk us through it.
This was where Charlie lost his shit because I am watching a live action G.I. Joe battle and they're driving G.I. Joe vehicles. This off-road buggy literally has Carl Urban in a high fucking chair with
Carl
250 cows. Carl Weathers, Carl Urban, whoever, everyone's in this scene.
He's excited. Charlie's so excited.
I'm so pumped.
I am a roast.
Martin Cove's driving this thing like a goddamn madman with goggles on, and just Shannon Tweed's on the fucking Ramjet motorcycle from G.I. Joe.
Yes.
And it's just like kicking sand up in bad guys' faces. And this whole thing, and then you have the other guy running around as like a sniper, and he's kind of like Falcon running around. Falcon from G.I. Joe, not Marvel.
Yeah.
And you know, he's like, he's assisting this whole fight. Dude, people are being launched off of catapults over sand dunes. Barrels are blowing up all over the place.
Everywhere.
Shannon Tweed finally gets off the motorcycle and pulls out my fucking favorite gun, the Calico 950 that was used in I Come in Peace. It was used in Stone Cold. It was used in Tango and Cash. It's been used everywhere. And she uses this thing like a fucking sidearm. And that's where they use the cheapest blanks because there's goddamn sparks flying out the sides of this barrel. So goddamn good. I gotta take a breather. Somebody else,
Charlie, take a drink, Charlie. Oh my god, dude! But then Hogan, when all that's happening, dude, like he breaks out of his fucking holds. Like he couldn't do that the whole time.
Yeah, what?
It was so easy too. He just
it's only when it's convenient for him,
dude. And then he's about to kill Jalel. And they walk in, and they walk
this man
in,
has
and
a
they're
different name every time.
Yeah, but they're
Jaleel.
Jaleel, yeah. No, I was kidding, but yeah, he said has his fucking. He goes, "Oh, have mercy on me," and then he tries to pick up a fucking gun and shoot Hogan.
Dude,
do it, Mickey. Charlie, are you hydrated? Finish the scene.
Oh,
damn it!
Dustin, you just do it.
I don't remember what happened.
I don't either.
He doesn't. He kills him, right? Like, or he gets.
No.
killed.
No, they take him. They take
No,
him.
they bust him because
Whatever.
he's holding this knife that I swear I could have bought from a mail order catalog in 1999. This
the fucking jockey lot, yeah.
Yeah. And he's holding it to his fucking nose. Like, I'm like, he's gonna cut his fucking nose off.
Plastic surgery.
And then Carl Weathers, Martin Cove, everybody fucking busts in there, Shannon Tweed, and he throws him over there and he goes, I had enough time. He told me everything. And then this motherfucker turns around, you imperial dogs! I spit in your face! And he's like, I'm not gonna say shit. And they're like, there's a bomb. It's a chemical bomb. They're sending it to Canada because it's closer to our border. So that's why they're going to go to Canada and shoot a missile off. I'm like, it's just as hard to get in Canada, you dumbass. Like they have pretty equal security to get there. Dude, this.
Then
and they're going to launch it. They're going to launch it at Seattle where
Shannon
Tweed's daughter just happens to live.
Doesn't go anywhere. She does not go anywhere though.
She brings up that she has a kid in Assault on Devil's Island. That's how her and Hogan, other than many other ways, they bond in that movie.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I know what they were doing and I kind of get it. But had this been Hogan's daughter or Carl Weathers' daughter or Martin Cove's daughter, they'd have fucking C-130. Yeah, they would have gone and picked her up. But because it's Shannon Tweed's daughter, hello, please leave a message. I'm out partying with hunky guys. And hangs up the phone. That's all we get out of the, like, she just can't call her daughter, which I'm
Yeah.
happy they said that, because when they first said it, I went, call the bitch.
Also,
Call the
yeah.
state.
also
Get out
for
of
all the
Seattle.
listeners who are like, is that really what the message was? Yes, 100% that was what the message
1000%
was.
what the
Marker-
message was.
Parker, don't you worry. I will make a clip of what the answer machine is.
Why didn't they evacuate the city? I was like, but they were like, well, we
It's
don't
going to
know.
cause a
We-
panic.
Yeah,
Hey,
send Martin Cove to go tell them
It's a
that there's a
perfect time
bomb
to panic.
coming.
But they also were like, well, we're not 100% sure what they're gonna do. Dude, they told you that it's a chemical fucking bomb.
He told you the plan. But no,
It's
I
like when
bet you,
somebody gets explained the same thing over and over again. They're like, well,
I bet you there was more to be said about it if it were a TV show.
Oh, they
Oh,
would have dug
sure,
into
sure.
it. They would have
Yeah,
had to
would have
go
met
to
her
Seattle.
daughter and
But
Oh, yeah, that would've been
instead, they now have to switch from the desert and go to Canada, where apparently they have smuggled this chemical into one of Canada's nuclear missile silos that is just completely
old mine.
unguarded.
Sir,
There's a
I-
silo with a missile in it, sir. I
I
know
know.
it's a mine.
no, I'm
But
just
it's a
saying it's an
gut-
old mine, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like-
it's
that
there
is
is
some Dr.
just a
Evil
silo.
shit.
I
That's
just love,
Horseshoe Bay.
I just love when they're like, it's like, oh, it's just an old mine. It's like, and they're like, zoom in. Zoom, zoom. You see that guy there? He's got this gun.
And it's
You think-
a little
I
black
swear to
dot.
God, dude, it is the blurriest art. And Martin Cove goes, that looked like a miner. That miner's carrying an M60 with an ACOG scope. I'm like, motherfucker, you can't see what scope's on
I
that.
just imagine him just going, enhance.
Yes.
Enhance.
enhance dude. But I love what, like, this whole part, because right now is where Hulk Hogan's in the hospital because he was
Oh, God,
injected
yeah,
with this
yeah,
fucking chemical, and they're running all these tests on him, dude. And when he gets up, he goes, I'm fucking leaving. And the doctor's like, wait, you can't leave. You have a deadly virus in you. Hogan goes, yeah, I know. I told you that.
he says, well, the guy who did it must have the antivirus or something. He's like, so he's trying to go find. He's
You don't
for sure this guy's
create
got
a
it.
He's like,
virus
we don't
without
have
creating
time.
an
We don't have time for
antivirus.
your antivirus.
Oh, you got
I
to
gotta
What-
go.
What you also didn't see on that paper was the billing address. And the billing address was this mine, because how the fuck would they know that mine was there and that they were there?
Because
Yeah.
Martin Cove had a satellite that could tell
That's
you an
what-
ACOG scope was
He's
on
got
everyone's
connections.
fucking
What did-
gun.
what did he
He's
say?
got connections.
What did he say? He goes, I have a program. If somebody across the world farts, I can hear it.
Dude,
Shannon Tweedy goes, disgusting.
when I do love and I agree with Mickey on this, because when they first see him in his office and he goes, I get everything first, and you're like, that sounds weird. No, it's literally when they fire someone, he sneaks into their office and steals all their shit and
Yeah.
takes it to his office. I was
Badass.
like, this is
He
awesome.
pillages, yeah. Oh, but no, he puts on his fucking shark bait tooth, and
Shark bait.
I love how that came back, dude. That was pretty fucking good. Like, it goes nowhere without it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they
It looked like a mini dick he kept hanging on his neck, though. It's not sharp anymore. It was the dullest shark tooth I've ever seen.
Now,
And it looked like
thinking-
a little white dong the entire time.
Thinking about that, Charlie, how frequent do you think he used it in his fights?
I would use it
Like
to
a last
cut the
resort,
bonds.
like stabbing somebody in the throat with
No,
it.
I would have just, it would have been cooler and been more understandable had he
sharpening his shark tooth on the
use that to cut the bonds that are holding him or some shit. Like, oh yeah, my lucky shark tooth, and use that to cut the ropes.
and
or
then he
the zip
remembers how much
ties.
he hates sharks.
Sharks.
I hate sharks.
Shark riders.
This one's called Death Merchants. Fuck, man. And then I love because Shannon Tweed, puts on a flannel. Derek puts on a flannel, dude, and they go to blend in with this mining community. You have the guy that's just walking around, and he goes, "Hey, you see a blonde walk by here with, she's tall and
She's hot.
yeah, she's hot and
She got some
blonde."
huge tits. You see her? She's
And the
walking
guy's like-
around.
The guy's like, "No, okay."
That's all the dialogue. That was
That's
it. That was talking to
Dude,
the
I was
walk-in.
waiting.
Just
I was
didn't
waiting
stop
for it though. I was waiting for it though, because he actually catches up to her and he's like, "Hey, I need to see your badge," and I just wanted her to be like, "Oh, my ankle."
Oh yeah, trick ankle. Boom, falls down.
You don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, no patches.
This is where I got pissed off at Derek. Okay, because she has the drop on her. He's looking through a fucking scope with a
They're
sniper
on a mission,
rifle.
right?
Yeah, but okay. Yeah,
I'm
they're on a
Charlie.
covert-
You know way more about action than I do. I'm just
They're
saying
on
the jig is up with her, but
Yeah.
not him yet,
But-
right?
but
Like
it's not this moment, Dustin. It's what happens immediately after.
What
Because
happens?
he's watching her and he's relaying it back because Carl Urban had to go into the tunnel. Of course, he had to go where the rats was. Shannon Tweed doesn't want to do that. Fucking
Ew.
Hogan is standing behind a door once again, just hiding around a corner this entire movie. He's just peeking around corners.
Well, he's also dying.
So
that's true.
no excuse. I'm with
No,
Parker
he's
now.
also dying.
I'm with Parker now.
He
But anyway,
spent 12 hours
the-
before they even went to the hospital.
He's in like the last 8 hours of this.
this
thing.
guy has a gun to Shannon Tweed's head, and Derek's like, "She ain't gonna be able to help you right now, boss. Quit fucking call me boss. He ain't gonna be able to help you, boss." So she's like, "I have my security badge
Yeah.
right here,"
Right
and
here.
she pulls out the fucking detonator of the covert mission they're on. And pushes the big ass red button and causes explosions all around. Covert's done now, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
So now she fights this dude. Motherfucker's still watching her through the scope with a sniper rifle and could have shot this asshole 27 fucking times. And he never
But-
does. He literally
but-
gets up and fucks off somewhere else while she's still fighting him.
And his flannel
But-
slowly opens as all of this is happening. Because
Oh,
by the
dude.
end of the movie, his fucking bare chest is out of that fucking flannel. Just
Dude, but I think if he had shot this guy, because we see the cascading effect of all of the other people that work there happen to have a piece on them.
Yeah.
You think
of course.
that would have put Shannon Tweed in more danger? Than
No,
he was in?
none of these
because
people can get hit.
everything is exploding at this point. They're under attack.
but not the whole
Cove-
mine.
The
Not-
spy mission part of the game is over now. It is
Okay,
now
I'll-
time to go.
also, nobody in this
Rambo.
group gets hit by anything. So
Right.
she would have
They-
been fine.
They have the Oblivion belt buckles again, and they all have force
The
fields.
sheriff's badge from Oblivion, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, Hogan catches up with fucking Dr. Finkelstein and and he's like, now you're exposed to it.
Oh god.
And this guy has the only antidote. And how did Hogan know? Because there's a fridge. There's a fridge over there. Does it say antidote on it? Because I didn't see it.
No.
And he goes, oh, it must have fucking taken all of them. He gets on this hoverboat.
Dude. So I want to talk about that hoverboat. They made a big deal of that hoverboat back on WCW Nitro.
They did.
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that. Where they were like driving that bitch around, like showing behind the scenes. So now
They'd be in the
shit's gonna come
parking lot
back to
doing
me.
shit like
It's the same
between
one.
the wrestlers. Yes, the exact
Yes.
same.
And I'm like, dude, that's the one from fucking Nitro, man.
I mean, this was
fast
a
do you think-
Nitro movie, so
How
Oh,
fast
yeah.
do you think that thing would go on land?
About 20 miles an hour.
About max, because that's a
Max
little
20?
one. Yeah, that's a little
I
one. So
don't
I'd
know, I
say
don't
about 20, 25.
and that's
You know,
also
it
like an
won't go
early
fast.
one too.
It
Yeah,
won't
Yeah.
go fast.
You're telling me I couldn't keep up with it by a slight jog?
Yeah, you could.
Because that's what it
Well,
looked like.
Well,
It looked like that.
I'm-
dude.
Also,
I'm
Hogan
talking
was
like-
dying.
well,
Oh, that's
yeah,
true,
Hogan's dying, guys. But no, like if you put it on flat ground, it probably does 25. Where they're at, it's doing about 5.
He is
That's-
perfectly
Yeah.
getting
Cutting.
through between the buildings and turning.
You ever
I
seen
love
Rumble
every
in the
time they would
Bronx?
every time they would show inside the cockpit. He's just like,
Dude,
Yeah.
Charlie.
This is where. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, Mickey. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is where Martin Cove comes back.
All right,
Oh,
so
yes.
I like how there's been 2 times in this where all 3 of us have been like,
We're coming
here's
together,
what. Yes, dude. I was about to bring up Martin Cove. Go ahead, Mickey.
and he is just throwing fucking frags out.
he's not throwing them,
laughing.
Mickey. He is just going.
He's
Well,
tossing.
He's in a
Well,
helicopter, guys. We got to tell everyone he's in a fucking
Yes.
helicopter
and he
flying
is
over
one-
top of the war zone.
And he is one-shotting dudes with a pistol from a helicopter. Bam! Got him! Bam!
This guy has gone around the video game and picked up every weapon that has ever been dropped by a bad guy, and it is sitting next to him, writing co-pilot
I love
because he has got frag grenades. He has C4. I swear to God, if he'd have pulled out a stick of dynamite, I'd have been like, cool, totally would have been
And
fine with it.
lit it on his
Cigar. He
Yo,
has a shotgun. He has a pistol. He has a rifle. He throws another bomb. And he is laughing maniacally this entire time.
My favorite part about this is he looks down and sees the hoverboat and he goes, "Oh, I've never blown up one of those before." And he starts chasing it, dude.
And then Hulk Hogan jumps on it and he's like, "Get out of there, Mike!"
Yeah,
It's
he goes,
almost
"You've
like-
done ruined my shot."
It's almost like you're playing like a GTA or something, and you hijack
It's
the helicopter, and you're
totally
just blowing shit
that.
up.
It's
Oh
totally
my God,
that.
dude.
You're like you're killing your own teammates and laughing while you're doing it. You just
He drops one on that truck. He's waiting for it. You can see him waiting for them to run away from that truck or
they
something.
run away from that truck for like 30 goddamn seconds.
and he finally drops the bomb, and it explodes, and nothing. The guys behind it go flying, but they're like,
They wanted the explosion behind Shannon Tweed and Derek.
Yes.
With
And they
Derek with
almost
his
missed
fucking shirt open, like Parker
They almost
said.
missed it. They were almost out of frame. I was like, oh shit, you almost missed that one.
Not to mention the single greatest, second greatest thing Martin Cove does in this final segment is when they show him and he's got that goddamn cigar in his mouth and he's going dun 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 dun.
The Valkyrie starts playing.
I was like, yes.
But it
Then Mickey just starts going like this. Like
Yes.
Daniel Bryan, yes.
yes. It gets even better after he lands that thing, and then he's running away from guys and not even looking and shooting them. And like
He has an aimbot on, dude. Like that's what it is.
Like,
He has
He's doing
endless
flips and-
ammo.
But what kind of guns are those, Charlie? They're semi-auto, right? Like,
I don't know. They had like Colt like pearl handles. I thought they
Yeah.
were. I think
but it was
this
a
movie was
burst. They go
too-
brap, 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 brap.
They're definitely automatic rifles. There's one that they made, and I think it came out after. It's called a Scorpion, and it would be a full auto. This was like earlier, and
Yeah.
it had like pearl grips. So I don't know if it was like a Colt version that had been modified.
A
to
cult
sit-
version.
Colt, like Colt
Oh.
45.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's got the grips. But yeah, I couldn't tell. But he may have landed, but so this whole time he's still in the air. They're trying to defuse the fucking missile with the chemical shit. Getting ready, and Carl Urban is at the top of this.
There you go.
motherfucker.
It's fine.
Or Carl
I'm going-
Weathers.
I'm going with it. It's just Carl Weathers is at the top of this thing trying to figure out how to defuse this bomb. Shannon Tweed is doing the most annoying fucking thing, going 20 seconds, 15. All I could think was Galaxy Quest when they're like, would you quit counting down? She goes, it's the only job I have. Let me do my job.
Shannon Tweed runs up to Carl Weathers while all this is happening. Well, first she goes, yeah, and goes to backhand the person behind her, and he catches her fucking wrist.
Yeah.
And they're in there, and there's 5 minutes. Like, this is a 5-minute scenario, dude.
The shortest 5 minutes ever.
It's a short 5 minutes, but they have until 5 minutes to when she start yelling that. Why didn't they you know who they needed to fucking defuse that computer program?
Billy Blanks.
Bring in Bolo Young.
Bolo Young.
Dude, Zoe. Dude,
it means life.
it means life. Dude.
All I have to say about hacking scenes is stop showing their fingers on the keyboard because it's so it never shows them actually typing. It's just them going.
The worst one was when they were getting the bomb ready to go off, and Carl Weathers is watching the henchman, and that guy's like, "Okay, let me set it." His fingers aren't even touching the keyboard, and I'm just like, "Dude, at least
It's
act
because
like
it was
you're
a
pushing something."
It was a real
missile.
warhead. That's what it was. They couldn't risk shooting it off.
This
But no, man.
countdown is going on, and Carl Weathers, like, finally he brute strengths it like any of us would have done. He breaks the fucking glass, takes the chemical warhead out, throws it down to Shannon Tweed. You ever seen that scene in The Rock where he's like, "Don't drop
Yeah.
this shit,
Oh,
don't
what?
breathe this shit."
All-time favorite movie.
It's
one of them.
fantastic. And she's like holding this thing like, "Oh fuck, what's it gonna do?" They fuck off around a corner, and this missile still has to go off. They can't shut it down. They
Charlie.
duck around, and I'm like, okay, you guys would have been toasted if this was any kind of good missile. This missile, This whole time, Martin Cove is hovering over the hole. For a minute, I thought his backup plan was to let the missile hit him and he was going to go out in a blaze of glory. I thought that was it.
Same.
Then it moved. The helicopter moved. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This missile takes off out of this tube into the air. Fucking Martin Cove pulls out the Super Nintendo goddamn bazooka that you shot gophers with and launches a rocket launcher at the missile point blank range and blows up the missile with a goddamn rocket launcher, side saddling a helicopter. He's the only one in.
Oh, and he didn't drop a cigar one time.
He didn't even drop the ashes off of his cigar.
Nothing. Oh
and
my
he's
God,
having in the helicopter, the back blast, there's still smoke coming out of the helicopter. I thought they shot him down until I realized, oh yeah, this dumbass shot a rocket out of the helicopter.
Yeah.
And then he had to land it. I was losing my shit. When that happened, I lost my shit.
I knew it. I knew once all that happened, I was going to hear all about it. But then Hogan ends up, he's still on the hoverboat, but they're in the water now. And he ends up grabbing, Dr. Frankenfinkel and takes him out. And he goes, oh, I see I've got the last only antidote.
Whoopsies.
But yeah,
he
he
gives
goes,
himself some of it. He gives himself like half of it, right?
I don't think he does it.
You
He
never
goes,
see him actually use it.
He says,
true.
this is enough for me, is what he says.
Well, he does say there might be a little bit for you too.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he
But
goes,
then he throws it in the water.
Oh, Butterfingers.
Oh,
Dude, and then he goes, you see this one? And this one will eradicate your blood, turn your bones to stone. And Hogan goes, all right, bet. Grabs it and sticks it in for the Dr. Finkel's neck and just eradicates this guy. But what I loved is he lands on the boat and he starts spitting. Like you see his mouth just like,
Oh yeah.
like he's holding a bunch of liquid in his mouth and he goes and spits out the blood.
Videos in there.
hey, so the ending of this movie, does it remind you of the ending of another movie?
It does.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I love that when he does that, like he moves his head because everything's like running towards his eyes.
Yeah.
Like because he's dying, right? Like it's like the shit that was in his mouth is like now about to hit his eyes, so he like moves his head slightly so it doesn't go in his open eyes.
But Hogan pulls a track from Matt Hunter though. He leans right in and he goes, tick, 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 time's up. Because all I could think of was time to die. And I was just waiting for some. But you left out a very critical point of this entire end battle, Dustin. Not only are they on a hovercraft on the water with Hogan hanging on, there's two goddamn jet skis with henchmen. Fucking jet ski. Like this is a spectacle. Like they're just jet skis everywhere. Bad guys. Hogan is like one-shotting motherfuckers with a pistol, shooting them off there. One dude jumps onto the hovercraft. Hogan's
Why?
like, let's go, motherfucker.
Why would you leave the safety of something that Hogan couldn't reach?
Right?
Because you need to go mano a mano.
He fucking went for a swim when Hogan chucked his ass off the hovercraft. Oh my God, dude. So much happens. It's so a 13-year-old mind would melt watching this goddamn movie.
So and then Hogan injects himself with the serum.
I just love that it's still floating.
He
right there.
instantly is healed.
Not sanitary. Not sanitary at all.
No. Also, he stuck it in his chest. That's not. No, you stick it in your vein, you idiot.
He went straight to the heart.
He was like,
"Heart, brother, I gotta get. I can't fit it into this python over here.
Yeah,
it's just. It's just. I'm just gonna
24-inch pythons."
Carl Weathers' first line.
Needle. I'm going to bend it, so I got to go in my heart. Because you know what? I have big muscles, Parker. Do you know what my biggest muscle is? My heart. My heart's the biggest muscle.
It's really big. It's actually unhealthy. It's so big.
Say your prayers, brother.
Also, I love Carl Weathers' first line to him when he gets back. He's like, well, I can tell you're better. I was like, why? What?
Because his fucking eyes weren't bloodshot anymore.
Yeah, but fucking Derek rolls up and goes, hey, man, are you okay? And he goes, and hits him with the no holds barred thumbs up.
Yeah.
And he goes, over. I got a thumbs up. Over. We're good to go.
I got a
You the
thumbs up
man.
from
You
Mike.
the man,
We're good to
Mike.
go.
Dude, and then it shows them on the jet ski, and you see Hogan like holding on to Derek.
Dude, it looks
What?
like the
Pumping each other?
roughest ride.
It does.
I've been on a jet ski like that hurts.
Let me ask you
If
though.
that
let
was
me ask
really
you,
Hogan, him and Derek got real close. Okay, that's all that
Yes,
ride was.
yes.
Let me ask you this though. What did we just talk about? We just talked about a guy getting the fuck off of his jet ski. So there's an available jet ski over there.
It's just floating there. It's
It's
just
just
there.
there.
Hogan don't know how to ride a jet ski. That's why Derek was driving whenever they
Dude,
go back.
He spent all of his time learning how to ride the ape hangers. He couldn't spend time
Yeah,
learning how to
yeah,
He's
drive.
like,
yeah.
I'm not doing
It's
this.
not in the budget. I can't learn how to drive more than one vehicle per movie, guys.
Dude,
Ugh.
and this ending is the most B action of B movie endings I have ever seen in my life. They hand him the biggest comical
Would you
remote
like to do
control.
the honors, Charlie?
We've
flip,
rigged
flip.
the entire plant. That way we can bury all this nasty stuff. He's like, you think that'll work? I'm pretty fucking sure we used everything we brought. And he flips 27 switches. And the first one he hits just blows up some goddamn oil drums off to the side. But I'm
Well,
like,
you see them set that up
maybe-
earlier in the movie.
maybe let's not be standing here when we start pushing random buttons, Hogan. And they walk out as Hogan keeps pushing buttons and explosions happen all around them as they leave this mine / headquarters. And they're all like walking like shoulder to shoulder. You know, that whole like, we're a team now. We're going to go do another mission.
Five swords.
5 swords now.
Yeah, 5 swords. We still miss JJ.
Even the credits are the same style credits you run at the end of a television show.
Yes.
That it's
Yeah.
totally a TV movie.
Oh my goodness,
I'm here
Charlie.
for it.
Let's get into the things, Charlie.
Boss says we're dealing with John Mortis.
Really? I heard he beat a guy to death with a toilet seat.
What? No way.
It's true. They also said he killed a man with a soft pretzel. Whoa! I don't even know which one of those sounds cooler.
It's definitely the pretzel.
All right, I'm going to start with the most excited, and Charlie, I need to know what your favorite kill is in this movie.
Okay, look, I was literally watching everything that happened. Because let's be honest, like there's a lot of bullets flying, and most of the time it's just dudes falling down or not really dying.
Or getting launched.
Okay, that's actually my favorite because it's during the assault, and this motherfucker gets
Assault where?
launched during the desert assault.
Assault on Desert Island.
On Desert Island. There is a stunt dude that I swear to God gets launched 30 goddamn feet in the air over a sand dune and has to land. But the cherry on top is, while I'm calling it technically my kill, the next person that gets killed on screen literally goes, "Ee-yah!" and dies. And I was just like, did I just hear that sound effect? And I rewound it. Yeah! It's like, Jesus, this is fantastic. That was my absolute favorite right there.
Parker, what about you, man? What was your favorite kill of the movie?
Man, there's so many unmemorable kills in this movie because like everybody is just getting blown up, or just there's not like one that like stands out to me. Like I would say, like the doctor at the guy that at the end when he gets the like this one is gonna boil your blood and turn you to stone, and it's like like I thought it was comical.
Reverse Uno's him.
Yeah, I guess I would say that. I mean, other than Hulk Hogan going into that desert camp and just laying waste to everybody with the miniguns.
He just needed to. I think Hulk Hogan needed to perfect his Red Brown yell.
Yeah.
That was totally what he was doing there too. Like,
Mickey, let's hear it, man. What's your favorite?
we talked about it, and it was like my favorite thing is the gondola ride when my man is trying to push Carl Weathers out of the side, and you just see the hand slowly. Like, I thought it was the fucking Undertaker,
see
brother.
this?
Like, no. Oh yeah, he's doing this right. He's shaking.
And then, you see him go, you.
He just points at him. You. And he just grabs that dude and just yeets him out like one arm while the other arm is hanging on.
One more pull, he'd have been in the gondola. That's really how it floats. He fucking was.
That's why it was so cool, because I think that's what's so cool is you're sitting there and like, wait, where'd that hand come from? And he just fucking grabs him and yanks him over. I was like, that was badass. That's
Because the very next scene, he's back under the middle of the fucking
Yes,
gondola.
yes.
I didn't even notice that it was Hulk Hogan's hand. I thought Carl Weathers did it. I was
Wait, you didn't see him go, you.
He started shaking his head real quick.
He hits him with the big boot.
What's your kill?
I'm doubling down with Mickey. That's my fucking favorite kill of this whole movie, dude, because like just the sheer thought of him falling 50 feet in the air to his demise. It's like, fuck, dude, like that's a long fall before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
But it's not the fall that's bad, it's the sudden stop. You know, it's
Yeah.
so,
And then it's the leg drop coming right behind him. You know?
fucking you just see the big boot, baby. He comes up and just
I'll
Oh my
agree.
God.
I'll agree with Parker though, because even the big bad Hogan just breaks his neck in the most ceremonious way. And that was also one of the scenes I had to rewind again because he's fighting the big bad.
Yeah, Bam Bigelow.
The big bad throws Hogan over this like fucking Yugo or whatever it is, and then he like rolls the car to try and crush Hogan. The second the big bad walks around the front of the car to go check on it, it's back on its fucking wheels. Like they didn't even fully roll it over, but they cut it back where he walks around, and then Hogan pops up and then breaks his neck. But I was like, you didn't even roll the whole car over. Like I could have rolled that car over. Like it's not that big of a deal. It was a $2 car. Roll it over. No, they cut it right back. Couldn't put it in the budget to crush a car.
Professor Toro Tanaka needed to roll that fucking car
He had to
over.
bench press that
Dude.
motherfucker. Hogan
would
would have
have
been
been
wearing
awesome.
the car. You ever seen the strongman competition where they put the car hollowed out with the shoulder straps? They got to run with it.
Yes.
That'd have been fucking Toro Tanaka, but it wouldn't have been a hollowed out car. It would have been the
It'd been a
limousine from earlier in the movie, and he'd have been fucking hurricane spinning around, knocking people out with a limousine.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the poster.
Come on, you guys are making this too easy. You looked way tougher in your mugshots.
Mickey,
So-
give it to me, man.
I don't know. There's so many posters, right? The only one I see is basically Hogan, and it's kind of like sepia with like some military in the background. It says, "Pray they're on your side."
That's the one I'm looking at.
I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say the movie's better than that poster. But that there could be a way better movie poster for this movie, and there might be
I don't know,
if I look through some of the other ones.
Like this one.
Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better.
It's a lot of better. This is the
What I
actual
need-
tape you'd fucking rent.
What I need is that on the cover. I gotta see if you can. I need that on the
Oh,
cover.
that fucking double machine guns.
If they had Hogan with the double guns like that, that'd have been.
I can make that happen.
Do it.
Parker. Okay.
I'm looking at the Canadian release on Wikipedia, and it's fine. It's Shannon Tweed. They got the best character, Carl Weathers, in the middle, and Hulk just his head, and then they have the whole group with like a cool font for the title, where it's like Shadow Warriors Assault on Death Mountain. I like that. I don't like the generic one they have on IMDb. So I would say the movie equals up to the shitty one that's on IMDb.
Wow. All right, Charlie, let's hear it.
The poster doesn't even come close to living up to this movie.
Yeah,
Even in the posters, I know he's already wearing a wig in the movie. The posters make it worse. Like he's wearing a wig in the movie. But yeah, no, and I'm looking at most of them, and even my triple bill from AAFES, where I got Antonio Sabato Jr. in Wolverine. I have not watched that yet.
That's going to be good.
Shadow Warriors, and then I also have Ernie Reyes Jr., Kimmo, and Ernie Reyes Sr. in Ultimate Fight. That one I'm probably more hyped to watch. I want to see that one a lot. So I didn't even get a movie cover for mine. So movie's better than the poster, hands down.
Yeah. So I'm literally holding the tape you'd rent from Hollywood Video in my hand. Charlie just made a comment about his bad wig. I don't get to see his hairline in this.
No, because his name's in front of his hairline.
His name is covering this up. Would I pick this up? No, because it looks boring as fuck.
Yeah.
But I think this cover is better than the cover that's on IMDb. But
I'll agree with that.
The movie is better than the poster.
All right. So, all right, it's time we do this, gentlemen. Everybody buckle up.
Okay, but are we talking Predator Arnold, Running Man Arnold, or like Batman and Robin Arnold?
All right, Parker, you know the deal, man. We're going to rate this. Is this badass, basic, or bomb?
All right. I think I'm probably going to go with the same rating I went with the first one. This is going to be a basic for me. I could not stand Hulk Hogan in this movie. He did have a couple scenes that were pretty badass, like the whole desert, fight. And then I can't even remember the second one, but it was everybody else that made me enjoy the movie. I liked the other characters. It's slightly below what I thought of the first one, but I will still put it at a basic just for all the supporting characters and the end of the first mission and the end of the movie.
Okay.
Fair.
All right.
Fair. I think so.
Mickey, let's hear it, man.
Oh man. So like,
remember what you had to do last time, Mickey.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
Okay.
I was very cognitive of where I was with Devil's Island when I was watching this, right? So
okay.
And I came in here like kind of wanting to shit on it, but you guys made it a lot of fun, right? So I still like Devil's Island more. Like I think that's more. It was more fun. It's a better movie. What this movie really was missing for me was good villains. Like we talked about that. That was really like was a pain in the butt for me. Like I didn't care. Like the big guy, the big Bam Bam Bigelow guy. Like he's on screen for like what, 5 minutes total, maybe.
He's like in four scenes total.
Yeah,
and he doesn't do anything other than just show up out of the blue and
punch Hogan. That's all he does.
Yeah,
tries to backhand him. Yeah.
I thought he was maybe going to be a bigger part going forward, like in like a final fight.
Yeah,
but he really wasn't. Oh man, there's a lot of badass things in this movie. A lot of action scenes, a lot of explosions, big guns, ninja stars, cool shit. But like, man, this is so hard. I got to go basic because I just found myself like bored too many times between those awesome action scenes. I could never really get into like the story. I'm gonna give it like a basic plus. Like it's almost it's almost badass.
Fair.
Basic LaCroix.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen Charlie out of breath the way he was with this movie? That's all I'm saying. That's my only defense. But Charlie, what are you gonna rate this movie, dude?
So some of you guys know it's been kind of a rough couple of weeks for Charlie over here. I really needed something to pick my spirits up, so I don't know if I'm just running on pure exhaustion and this movie just tickled every bone in my body. But this movie is badass as fuck. Is it bad? Fuck yeah, it's bad. Is this like Invasion USA badass? Fuck no. But it's badass. I will go as far as to say, had it not had Martin Kove's character in this, I'd probably be sitting with Mickey and Parker saying it was basic. That really put me over the top by making it a badass was everything with Martin Kove in this movie. He he pulled it out of the slump it would have been. And thank God for it. You know, bazooka and cigar and all, man, while humming Fly to the Valkyrie. The biggest smile across my face. And when I'm shouting at the television and I'm jumping up and down, which I was, it's badass. So there you go, boys. I did like Assault on Devil's Island better. And I agree. Villains really do make a movie. A good action movie needs a good villain or a good peril that's happening if you're going to do something that's non-villainous. This one was a made-for-TV villain, even in both stories. I think the German guy was more threatening than Dr. Death at the end of this movie.
Dr. McFinkle?
Yeah, because everyone's scared he's going to whip out his Wiener Schnitzel and smack you around the face with it.
Oh, dude, could you imagine if Billy Drago was the bad guy in this?
Dude, I'd
It
lost
would
my
be
shit.
badass.
Yeah,
It would be badass
that's
for
what
me.
it needed. You
did.
you blew your whole bad guy load on part one. Like you had Kano and Billy Blanks and fucking Billy Drago and all these guys in one movie. Spread that shit out. Dude, go like Cannon. Yeah, go like Cannon and spread that shit out a little bit. I could get 27 movies out of these guys.
You got to sign a 10-picture deal, pal.
That's right. Dustin, what are you ranking this bad boy?
Oh, there is without a Shadow Warriors doubt.
Oh, he wrote that this morning. Has been sitting on it all day.
I've been rehearsing it all day, dude. I had so much fun watching this movie. I'm gonna echo what you two just said. Assault on Devil's Island is way better, but that's also because we got to experience it with them building the world. Now we're living in the world, so it's almost like I've already seen this type of thing. But Martin Cove at the end of this movie, man, coming in,
hell yeah,
blowing shit up, tossing grenades at the fucking, badass. This movie is 100% badass, dude. And I'm glad it was the wrong movie when I bought it.
Same.
So,
I was thinking the same thing watching it today going, I'm glad I own this.
I've watched it 3 times since Tuesday.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Not counting the almost 25 minutes he watched. The worst
more than 40. Because it was when I meet Martin Cove, because the first
that's right, you're at 40
mission is 40 minutes.
Before he realizes he's watching the wrong movie.
Yeah, man, but that's all because of the name thing. So, all right, that is our take on hashtag Assault on Devil's Island 2, Shadow Warriors 2, Assault on Death Mountain, aka Shadow Warriors 2, Hunt for the Death Merchants. Parker, I'm so glad you got to join us on this one again.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, please stop inviting me on to talk about Hulk Hogan.
Dude, I had to.
Suburban Commando.
Once we brought up doing the sequel, I'm like, we have to have Parker because it's the same fucking vein. It only makes sense having you come on to talk about the sequel.
Well, I appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. As much as I hate Hulk Hogan, this was still a blast.
He hates Hulk Hogan.
I hate him.
Parker, let everybody know what you do and what you got cooking over on Dissect That Film.
Well, I am one of 3 hosts of Dissect That Film, a podcast that breaks down the plots of the good, the bad, and the ugly of the cinema world. Right now, I don't know when this is going to be coming out, but Mickey was just on the show recently to talk about possibly the wildest sequel to in a franchise, and that is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which is
Garbage Day!
Garbage Day! Which is...
You didn't do the eyes right.
Garbage Day! Yeah. Which is a 40-minute movie that just recaps the first one, and then it's 20 minutes of brand new stuff. But it's a great episode. Mickey was a blast to have on, and very excited about bringing him back on. I'm still working on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 3 episode.
Come on, man.
I was about to ask about that.
Come on, man. Okay, well, until that comes out, I found another Hogan movie you're coming on with.
Yes.
It's called
is it
The Ultimate Weapon when mercenary Hardball Cutter discovers that his team is working with an actual group of IRA gun runners. He decides to put a stop to their plans. Furious with Cutter, the gun runners target him, his partner, and his family.
They hit
You
him with
gotta
a big
come on that
boot?
one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But his name is Hardball Cutter. How do you say no to that?
God damn it.
Oh man.
Mickey, what do you got cooking on the Nerd Initiative, dude?
So I think by the time this comes out, our Cheersies episode will be dropping, and what that is like our comic book awards of the year. So that'll be Monday the 30th, I think.
We come out the 28th, so it'll be coming out right after this.
Yeah,
drops.
so
Yeah.
check that out because we'll be talking about best comics of the year, best writers, artists, all that shit. We have a lot of fun. Fans vote on it, and we had a lot of races come down to the last second. We even had a tie. So big
Wow.
time.
Nice. Charlie, what you guys got cooking on Give Me Back that you want to talk about?
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this is the end of the 2024, so all our Christmas stuff's out. We just got done doing Jason X, and coming out next week.
Jason X.
Yeah, coming out next week is the winner of our poll between Beekeeper, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and Deadpool Wolverine. And I'll give everyone a little sneak and tell you who won. The Beekeeper. I'll call it Joe.
I knew the Beekeeper won. You know how I knew, Charlie?
I don't know, Dustin. How did you know?
Yeah, I got a message one day from a good friend of ours that said, hey, make this video for me. But by the way, we drug your name through the mud during Beekeeper. I'm like, oh, really? And then he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so now that you told me that information, I'm going to kind of wait on making this video.
I said, Nate sucks when it comes to like talking. So sometimes he does it too much. Number two, I wouldn't say the mud. It was kind of dusty. All I will tell you is there was some election interference going on, and we address it.
Drama.
Yeah. So look, Mr. Innocent Face over there. Look at him. Look at him.
What do you mean? Like, what do I have to do with that?
A lot. Hey, Dustin, how many profiles do you run?
Hey,
got him.
I forgot. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Maybe we might get that video after all, huh?
Maybe.
So this is why I don't get to hear Ministry of Gentleman Warfare. Okay.
Yeah, this is why I don't get to hear Deadpool versus Wolverine 4 times.
So yeah, that's what's happening, and then we got a big announcement for the beginning of the year, which will be our first episode back.
Nice.
We're all super excited about it, and then my birthday picks are going to be in January, and guess what? I also get to pick both movies for Be Action next month, and I've already picked them.
Yeah, boy.
Hulk Hogan all month. Welcome back, Parker. You're coming back all January. Let me tell you, brother, it's going to be an amazing January.
Parker goes, I twisted my ankle. Oh, my ankle.
Better say your prayers and eat your vitamins.
Oh, man. So over on Flicks and Friends, we are currently on a break, which is nice. We'll be coming back mid-January with a whole new season that is themed. So it's going to be pretty tight. Baron's Hideout, we're just rolling with the horror stuff. So that's really about it. All I've got cooking, man. But Charlie, do you want to give them a little bit of insight on the movies you picked, or have you decided which one you want to do first? Or
yeah, you know what? We'll let. I think I know which one we're going
to do.
Because we'll save the other one for later.
Sure.
But the first birthday pick, which will be the episode after this one in 2 weeks, we are doing a little movie called Rolling Vengeance. Just got it's a high def release. It's called 2K, which they still do the same process as making a 4K, but they take a scan of the original print. And Kino Lorbo put it out. I bought it immediately based on the cover. It's a monster truck armored with a drill bit on the front end of it. And I bought it. And I was like, that screams me. I've never seen this movie. I don't know how, but it's gonna be my first birthday pick, and it's gonna be a cold watch for all of us. And I am excited. There's no way it can't be as good as Shadow Warriors 2, Assault on Death Mountain.
Assault on Death Merchant Mountain.
Death Merchant Mountain. That's it. So yeah, that'll be January. The beginning of our 2025 run. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. You know what else I'm looking forward to?
I don't know what.
Getting out of here. So
okay,
don't just watch action.
Be action.
Mission accomplished.